So our next speaker, Mr. Rajiv Singh. He is the Regional Director, India and Staff Emphasis, which is an HP company, and he has a wealth of 23 years of hands-on professional experience, wherein he spearheaded challenging assignments in IT, software, etc., to really steer companies' businesses from startup to growth, including turnaround. And we would like to welcome him with a round of applause as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please, may I request you to put your hands together and welcome Mr. Singh. Welcome, sir.
It's a pleasure to be here today. You would have heard a lot about emphasis going through the changes over the years. This is truly a moment for us to share with you a few things that we have been doing very well and successfully, which lays a foundation for any organization. Reason is, when I look at Tom Peters say, how do you handle chaos? We all live in a chaotic world. And we also talk about predictable outcomes. When change is inevitable, in a place of work where everything is chaotic, moment by moment, we stop by and we think, how are we going to do things right? How are we going to achieve our objectives? And that's the time we have to think what went wrong, look back and quickly move on. Response times are truly being shortened. So I chose this topic, which is one of the things that Emphasis does very well and has been doing successfully over the years. How do you mitigate issues relating to change? Having said that, there was a requirement that suddenly came up in an organization, and one was to meet the deadlines and agendas of the business. You obviously cannot look at getting disruptive, which means how to ensure that everything was business as usual. Clearly, today, a lot of the things that we face are escalating costs, loss of revenues, profit margins, and most importantly, dissatisfied internal and external customers. When I say dissatisfied, you would have a whole bunch of people not happy with the way an IT organization had conducted itself. Which means it could be expectations of service excellence which are not there, service breach, SLAs not being met, and a long list, a whole host of issues to deal with. It could mean impacts that could be around your applications, your hardware, your customized software, and so on. Eventually, it all leads to a drain on the company's bottom line. So for a CIO organization, while there are various paradigms, which is mitigating known issues, reviewing the impacts, process mapping, and performance planning, two of the things which a service desk does very well is reviewing the impact and mitigating known issues. So it means in a chaotic world, how does it all end up being managed to achieve predictable outcomes? The service desk really is the single point for any organization to look at what goes on in the IT world, in that organization. It could be anything. It could be about managing a requirement, IT requirement. It could be about taking the issues of the employees. It could mean a whole bunch of things which a CIO needs to know for proactive planning. So why do you have a chaos? Because it was disruptive. To avoid the disruption, you have to have the proactive approach by leveraging the service desk. So majority of these changes that happen in an organization do not get addressed unless there is a cohesive and a collaborative approach between the IT, the business, and of course all the stakeholders of the organization. I'll quickly make a few slides, and I decided to pick up a few classic examples which are very much